All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another session, okay, with DJ Lopez. So today we're going to be looking at safety rules, and I want to see what you know about safety rules. All right, safety rules. These are the categories: dress code, general precautions, first aid, heating and fire safety, using chemicals safely, using glassware safely, using sharp instruments, and animals and plant safety. End of an experiment. So the rules are: you can get a whiteboard, some markers. If you want to use some poster board, whatever you want to use, guys, write down as many items as you can for each category. All right, I'm so confident I'm gonna beat you that let's see if you can get at least 2 right from each category, it'll be a point for you. And if you only get 1, it'll be a point for me. So let's see how you do. So let's go after dress code. Remember, pause the video after every title that we represent, okay, or category. So dress code. What do you know about dress code? What can you tell me about dress code? Remember, we're talking about in a safety environment or a lab safety environment. All right. Here we go. Goggles. Make sure you wear them for chemicals, flames, and glassware. Corrosive or staining aprons. We're talking about, again, anything that can actually stain your clothing or eat away at your clothing, like acids. Tie back long hair from chemicals or flames. So if you have long hair, make sure you tie that back. Loose clothing, jewelry, sleeves. Make sure you secure those. And no open shoes or sandals. All right, I wonder how well you did. Now we're going to talk about general precaution. So these are things that are general that you should be aware of in the lab. All right, let's go for it. Make sure that you read all directions before starting. All experiments must be assigned. Don't assign your own experiments. We don't want any accidents. We don't want things blowing up. Only what we assign. Experiments must be supervised. That means if we're not present, you cannot do it. So make sure that the teacher is present. No eating or drinking in the lab. Very, very dangerous, guys. There's something called toxicity, which you can get poison or poison yourself, not knowing that somehow, like on gum or candy, that has been placed on it. Always keep work area clean. No messy areas. Again, don't horseplay. Don't play around. Let's look at the next category. First aid. What can you tell me about first aid? Pause the video. All right, here we go. Always report all accidents to the teacher. If something happens, make sure that you let the teacher know. Make them aware of it. Rinse acid with lots of water. If you are using acid and it gets on your skin right away, rinse it under water because it could burn you. You need to know the location of the first aid kit, emergency equipment, and telephone. Very important. So look around your class right now and take a look. Where is your first aid? Where is the emergency equipment? Where is the telephone? So ask your teacher. Heating and fire safety. So if you're handling something that is hot, handling flames, what can you tell us? All right, let's see how you did. Goggles. Make sure, again, you're wearing goggles. Okay? Candles, hot plates, burners, anything like that. Make sure that you're using it. Must have permission to heat anything. Okay? Combustible items need to be kept away. So things that can be easily, or things that can explode, okay, around the flame, don't put it over there. Okay? So even in like an aerosol can, it can expand and it can blow up. Don't reach across the table, or especially if you have a flame that you're using, unless you don't want your armpit hairs. And I know that everybody wants their armpit hairs. That'd be kind of crazy. No proper procedures for heating. So there should be a step-by-step procedure on how you heat things, and your instructor should be able to show you how to do that. Test tubes need to be pointing away from you and also pointing away from others. Okay, very dangerous because, again, it can actually spew or shoot out. Never heat liquids in a closed container because of the pressure. It could explode, so never do that. Use an oven mitt to pick up containers, so any type of oven mitt to secure and make sure that your hands are safe. Alright, so I wonder how well you're doing so far. Who's in the lead? Using chemicals safely. So let's take a look. I'll pause the video right now. Make sure again you erase your whiteboards or whatever you're using, or a new sheet of paper. Don't mix for fun. So guys, don't mix for fun. Alright, this is not a party. Okay? Don't use your senses to test unless authorized. Think about your senses. Okay? Your sight, hearing, smelling, touching, tasting. Don't use those. Okay? Use only the chemicals in the lab. Only, like I said, only the chemicals that we are providing. Don't bring your own now. Dispose as instructed, not in the sink or trash. Remember, when dealing with chemicals, we have to actually secure them in a safe place, safe environment. Pour over container or sink. So again, any type of chemical, make sure that you're pouring over container or pouring over the sink so it doesn't spill on the ground. Again, make sure it does not go down the drain. Pour acid into water first. So what we're talking about again is that you want to make sure that you have, again, you're pouring acid, okay, into the water. Because what could happen if you have acid in there first and you put the water in there? Good job. It can spill out. Be careful not to spill anything. Okay, it can throw off your measurements, your data. It could also be dangerous. Using glassware safely. All right, let's see how you do here. Using glassware safely. Don't force tubing into rubber stopper. So what I mean by that is, guys, don't take, again, tubing and force that into a rubber stopper, because it can actually break into your hands. Okay? Use wire screen to protect glassware from flames. So if you are heating something, what you want to do is use a wire screen. Cool glass can be hot, so make sure that you're wearing mitts. Remember, if there is chip or if it's broken, do not use that. Let the teacher know immediately. Using sharp instruments. How should we use sharp instruments? Use scalpel or sharp instruments away from you and others. Very dangerous, guys. Remember, you want to be able to handle especially if you're passing it, pass it with the side of again, the area that the blade is away from you and away from your peer. Okay, only the handle part you want to give them. Notify teacher at once if you are cut. So if there is an accident, let us know right away. Animal and plant safety. Let's see how you do here. No labs causing pain or discomfort. Guys, again, don't bring in your alley cats. Don't bring in your dogs you don't like. Keep them at home. Okay, so nothing to cause pain or discomfort. Never handle animals unless instructed. Okay, so if you're in a type of environment where you're handling it, make sure that you have proper instructions by your teacher. If you're allergic, let your teacher know. We don't want you to blow up now. Okay, guys? So make sure that you take good care. Cover entire body when doing field work. So if you're out in the field, make sure you're covering your whole entire body. Remember, don't eat unidentified plants. Even those that you see on the lawn after a rainy day, those mushrooms are very dangerous and toxic. Okay, they're very dangerous. Always wash your hands. Very important. This should always be habit. So we reached the end of the experiment. So let's see. What should we do? Clean up your work area. Just clean it up. Dispose of waste as instructed. And then here we go. Wash your hands. When you're leaving, don't just rush out to leave. You want to go see your boo. Alright? So make sure you clean up your area. Turn, unplug, and put away all equipment. Okay, so add them up. Let's see how you did. Who won? All right, good job, good job. All right, so to the next one, to the next round. All right, tune back in. Remember, you can subscribe to Life Coach 180, where we have all different types of content.